The wind howled over the craggy moors like a whispering host of uneasy spirits. Under a bruised sky, Professor Jonah Eldridge stood on the outskirts of Greyhaven, clutching a leather satchel with books, crumpled maps, and a freshly inked letter from the Miskatonic debt board. The words rang louder in his dizzy head than the wind. Final notice. Pay within the fortnight, or face repossession. It was desperation, laced with impulsive academic pride, that led him here, to this forgotten coastal town where time bled and truths warped. He squinted down the crooked hill path, past half-collapsed cottages and bone-pale fences, into the ancient spine of Greyhaven. The local cobbler, a stitched-lipped man, had given him directions to the cavern system hours before, but warned gravely, "The watcher below sees all, and it listens." Eldridge scoffed at superstition. He was a professor of metaphysics and lost religion at Arkham University, not some trembling peasant. Still, the letter felt like lead in his pocket, and the murmurs about a never-ceasing clock buried beneath the fissured coastline couldn't be ignored. Neither could the reference he'd uncovered, an impossible passage in the journals of alchemist Nathaniel Glore, referencing the black blood of the messenger who sleeps amid the chimes of the outer depths. Only one name fit the implication: Nyarlathotep. The clock was real, a grotesque artifact of unknown origin ticking its metallic dirge beneath the town, disrupting lives and even weather. Eldridge had heard it. Clock hands without gears, ticking behind walls. He descended the damp slope through brambles and twisted pine until the earth yawned open into a cavern mouth hidden beneath weeping moss. Inside, the world grew silent. His lantern cast a sickly amber glow, revealing curling cave walls like tendrils frozen mid-writhe. Footfalls echoed. Water dripped from heights unseen. Strange symbols, surely not natural, lined the walls. Scratches at first, then sequences resembling cuneiform through a prism. He set up the phonograph. He couldn't lose track of time, ironically. "Entry 1, he whispered. "Cavern system beneath Greyhaven. This is Professor Jonah Eldridge documenting descent in search of a sample believed to terminate a self-sustaining temporal mechanism." As he continued deeper, shapes shifted just past the lamplight, and odd auditory hallucinations teased him. At first it was the ticking, a syncopated countertime to his own heartbeat. Then came others, hushing voices like children telling secrets too ancient for earthly tongues. Hours, or was it minutes, passed before he reached a maw-like atrium where the air felt thicker, as if expectation itself pressed against him. There it was. The clock. A construct forged in madness. Suspended above a stone dais, the 12-armed mechanism turned not forward nor back, but in chaotic spirals. Gears meshed on non-Euclidean tracks. Its base pulsed, alive somehow. Eldridge's knees buckled. "Gods preserve us," he choked, before remembering he stopped believing years ago. Then silence. One by one, the clock's arms froze. They turned toward him. They watched. The air trembled as something emerged from shadows, not with footsteps, but with the sound of a thought spoken too long. It wasn't a man. A swirl of moving voids formed into a silhouette, cloaked like a prophet, face flickering through emotions and cultures. It smiled without smiling. "Professor Eldridge," said Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos, the black pharaoh, the messenger of the outer gods. Its voice echoed in his ribs. "You seek a vessel of blood. You understand not what seeks you in turn." Eldridge gripped his satchel. I require merely a vial, an alchemical fact, to halt the clock. Nyarlathotep stepped, or became, to his right. You desire time to cease, yet the substance you crave is bound to its continuation. Eldridge swallowed. The academic within him rebelled against instinct. To bargain with a myth, a cosmic demon, absurd. Yet he was past absurdity, past dignity. What cost? He whispered. The shadows thinned. Arms, too many, stretched outward. One memory, the one that formed your name, the moment you became Eldridge. He flinched. His mother's hand at the hospice, her voice calling him her little scholar. The day he defended his first paper and signed professor with untrembling pride. To lose that, it would be to rewrite his self. And yet the debt, the ticking, the eyes in Greyhaven. He nodded. A single tendril touched him. His soul twisted as something was plucked. Not pain, not heat, but sudden vacancy. An absence where identity once lived. Names meant less now. He forgot his middle name. He forgot why he became a professor. The vial appeared in his satchel, ebony glass, humming with motion. Inside, inky ichor writhed. Nyarlathotep vanished, leaving only a whisper. Now your clock runs true. Staggering, sobbing without tears, Eldridge trudged upward, outward. The cave shrank behind him. Above, stars blinked as if surprised. Greyhaven was quieter. As he passed the old chapel, the clock tower's hands melted, drooping like wax. People's windows no longer flickered with phantom ticks. Someone wept with relief down an alley. Back in his boarding room, he removed the vial. He approached the old brass clock on his borrowed mantle. Its broken hands still moved. He poured one drop. Time hiccuped, then froze. He heard a single chime, deep and ancient. Then silence. True silence. He smiled, though he wasn't certain why. And behind him in the mirror, his reflection moved on its own.